How are you guys, man? Today we're going to be talking about the Canucks and how their next season is going to be and how it's going to go. How do you feel about last season? Last season was a disappointment. I'm not gonna lie. It was a disappointment. Yeah, man, so much shit, bro. I mean, first of all, we didn't make the playoffs. Can you believe that? We didn't make the playoffs. After second round, game 7. But even then, we didn't make it. But, and he was injured all season. I think it was just a bunch of bad luck, though. Like, I still think, Canucks fans, they're very negative all the time. And I feel like there still are things we could look forward to. Yeah. There's still good things that we have. But the thing is, are we a Stanley Cup roster? No. Objectively, no. We're not a Stanley Cup roster. And I feel like that's the main thing, right? And if you're not trying to win the Stanley Cup, then what's the point, right? Yeah. Exactly, right? And I feel like with this current ownership, they just want to make the playoffs. Yeah. They just want to make the money, right? They don't really care about actually. So it's disappointing. It is a little disappointing. The trade for Vander Kane? No. Within the locker room? Man, that was annoying, right? Miller and Patterson. Well, in my opinion, the Canucks fan base, they're always like, oh, trade Patterson. I love Patterson. I think he could be an MVP level player. I really think that. But he hasn't played like that. He hasn't played like that in a while, man. And I don't know and now I'm like really hesitant. And he plays slower. You can watch it and see he plays slower. But the thing is, he's a smart player. I don't think, his speed is a problem, right? Yeah. And I hope that it comes back. And I don't think he can be the same player without it. I really don't. But he's a smart player. More than anything, he's a smart player. So I feel like he can still be like a very effective player. More physical? No. More deep, more finesse? Yeah, I agree. I don't want him to be more physical. That's how his game's played. Don't play like you. Play like how you want to play. Don't play like if he gets more physical, I don't think that's his game. Miller, what do you think happened? I mean, I'm not a drama type of guy. I hate that about any fan base when people love the speculation and what happened, this is that. I feel like in sports, sometimes you just don't, especially when you don't win, you just don't get along. I feel like. Yeah. Because when they were winning, we didn't hear any problem, right? Yeah. You know what I hate though? I was like, what my biggest problem is this is not a new problem. This is not a new locker room problem. So why re-sign Miller to $8 million for so many years if this isn't a new problem, right? Yeah. That makes no sense. That I don't get. Yeah. Why not just trade him when he had so much more value? fight with Miller?
Boo.
Yeah, and Bo Horvat. Exactly, I agree. Keep Bo Horvat, then why'd you get rid of Bo Horvat? That's the same thing. These are a lot of things. Like, Bo Horvat was an amazing player. You know, he wasn't like a elite player. He wasn't Miller. Miller was the better player. And like, I feel like, okay, if you got rid of Miller and you kept Horvat though, that second round might not have happened. I don't think the second round, there's a good chance that doesn't happen. Miller was amazing in those playoffs. He was amazing in those playoffs. So I don't know, it's a complicated thing, because like, okay, we have Horvat. It's not like we're winning the Stanley Cup with Horvat.
Yeah.
Right? Like, even if we have Horvat, it's not like we're, I don't even know if we make it past the first round.
Yeah.
Okay, who was against? Nashville? No, we probably got that. But even then, I think it would have been a closer series. And like, Edmonton would not win to 7 without Miller, I think. I don't think so. So I don't know. I genuinely think that year we had a Stanley Cup team. Like, the only reason we didn't win was because of Demko. The only reason we didn't win was because Demko was injured, I feel like. And I genuinely think Demko is a top 3 goalie in the league when healthy. When he is healthy, he's a top 3 goalie in the league.
Yeah.
Never healthy. So that's what I want to talk about first, you know what I'm saying? The goalie tandem.
Yeah.
What do you feel like we should do? You think we should trade Sealoves? Really? Really? You think that?
Yeah.
Why? I think we keep all 3.
Yeah.
Keep all 3 goalies. Don't trade.
Right.
Because think about it. We have Sealoves. Future, he has so much potential, I feel like. Trading him would be a biggest waste. I don't think we should trade him at all. If we trade him, I'll be really upset. I think he has a lot of potential. He could be an elite goalie as well. And he brought Calder Cup MVP, Finals MVP. In the playoffs, he was great. He won with Latvia. In big moments, he's there. So I feel like having a goalie like that is great. And the biggest problem we have is what? Demko's injury all the time, right?
Yeah.
So if we can have a good goalie tandem behind him, might as well keep it. And it's not like Lankinen or Demko are on expensive contracts either. Like 5 million, 4 million. I don't think it's that much. 1 more year, yeah. We'll see how this year goes. If he goes crazy, then I hope he plays elite. I don't want Lankinen. Like, I'll be honest, I don't want Lankinen either. But the thing is, we need Lankinen. If Demko gets injured, who's going to play? Sealoves might not be able to be the starter, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like all 3 of our goalies have a need. Like, there's a reason we have each of them, so we shouldn't trade anyone.
Yeah.
Because even like the future, I mean, I heard Patrick Alvin was saying we have good young goalies, like Ty Young, and like the Oladipo guy. But even those guys, like, I don't think, like, they're not promised yet. We don't know their potential.
Yeah.
With Sealoves, we've seen it though, right? We've seen that. He's still young.
Yeah.
He can have a long career with the Canucks, right? So it would be really stupid if we traded him. In my opinion, it would be really dumb.
Yeah.
I think goal, and you know, there's so much negativity around the Canucks. I think our goalie and our defense is actually elite. Like, it is elite. I'm really happy with it, especially our defense.
Yeah.
You have Quinn Hughes, the best defender in the league. Not even close. He should have. And if he was healthy this season, he would have won Calder again. He would have. And health is the biggest thing with the Canucks, I feel like.
Yeah.
Pedersen's knee, Demko. It's just health, man. It's just unlucky, bro. Like, I think the Canucks are just unlucky. We had a Stanley Cup winning team, but things happen. The Miller move? Philip Hedl has a lot of potential. I like him. I do think, I think he can be a great player. But again, same thing, injuries. Injuries, right? He has a concussion history. And so that makes it very like, but I think he's a great player too. And he can be that second center. Maybe not the same as Miller, but that trade, I feel like we're going to look back on that trade and be pretty happy with it. Victor Mancini is also great. I really think Victor Mancini is special. He could be a top 4 defenseman. And like, he's already showing a lot of promise. Marcus Pedersen, we got out of that trade. It was a 12th overall pick. Did you see that? It ended up being 12th. It could have been nice. Would you rather have Pedersen or would you rather have 12th overall pick? But what if that 12 ends up being like a great player? It's too early to say. I think. I don't know. For what? Sorry, say it again. Yeah, he's not going to play anytime soon. I agree. But like, future is good to have too. You know what I'm saying? It's good to have like young core. We don't really have that. We only have Laker Monkey, and we have a good D with Elias Pettersson, Mancini. But we don't have like. I think we could build more.
Yeah.
But I don't mind it too. Marcus Pettersson's a great defenseman. How old is he? 28, 29? He's young too. He's not too old. I don't think factor. He's a young player. He's not too old.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi's not working. Leave it. He's a young player. He's a good player. I feel like he's not. But he's a seasoned, experienced, very defense first, great defenseman. And then like our top four is great, elite. You see one of the best defensive cores in the league. You have Quinn Hughes, probably the best pairing, top pairing defenseman in the league. Maybe like McCarr comes close. No, McCarr's a great man. He's from Vancouver. You can't hate on him, man. He's from Vancouver. I can never hate on a guy from Vancouver. He's from Vancouver, no?
No.
Yeah. No. McCarr's from Vancouver. But he grew up here, no?
No.
Their Wi-Fi is really bad here, down here.
What do you think of
Besser?
Yeah.
I love Besser, bro. One of my favorite players.
Yeah.
One of my favorite players. And when he came, he was special. And that's one thing with this team. With this team, like in 2017, 2018, so much potential. So much. Besser, best goal scorer. I thought he could be a 50 goal scorer. Yeah. Grade 6, grade 7, Grade, yeah. We were just talking about how much potential it has. Now look at it. One thing I will say though, like we barely make the playoffs, but we've done more in the playoffs than the Maple Leafs have. But they make it every year. They choke a lot. But even then, like we make it every year. Or sorry, we don't make it every year, but every time we made it, Game 7, second round, we like Vegas and Edmonton. They both were amazing teams, and we took both of them to Game 7. So I feel like we always overperform in the playoffs. We could still make the final. With this roster, we could potentially make a deep run. You never know.
What do you think of
Kane? I don't like his cabinet, $5 million. It's a lot. But it's nothing too like. I mean, I've seen a lot of people upset. He's Vancouver born. He went to jail. John Oliver. Yeah, he's a good player. But we needed. I don't know if we need enforcer, a good physicality. We don't need it. Kiefer Sherfoot was a good. No, not even close. He's old too, no? He's pretty old. I feel like he can be I think the Canucks' biggest problem is we don't have elite offense. Other than Pettersson, you don't have anyone else that is genuinely an elite player. Our top six, like I think our bottom six is amazing. Our bottom six is amazing. You have Kiefer Sherfoot, you have Niels Hoglander, you have Teddy Bluger, you have Pia Sutter. All these guys, amazing bottom six. He's leaving. He's leaving now. I hope he stays, but I don't know. I hope he stays. He's a good player, defensive minded. Good. He has the potential to be a second center. We should resign him. We should definitely resign. We should try more than Besser. I mean, Besser's leaving though. He's going to Minnesota. I don't think Besser's staying. I really don't think Besser's staying. Yeah. But it's what it happens. It's like, and I feel like that's the thing though. With sports team, they teach you a lot about life. I feel like, you know, like life has disappointments. You're gonna hope for things, potential, and all of that. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes it does. Yeah. Yeah, he was the best player. Yeah. I know, especially 2017 around, he was the best player. Especially when Sedin's retired. I remember, right? And Sedin's were my favorite players. They were by far in Dynasty, I loved. So seeing like best player as the future, like I was really excited to see I mean, the lotto line's gone now. But it happens. I think that's life, though, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, that is how sports is, and it teaches you about life. You know what I'm saying? It teaches you how like to manage these disappointments and like expectations. But going forward, I feel like we don't have. I really think this free agency, we need a winger, man. We really need like an elite winger. 2C? Do we need a 2C?
Yeah.
I think Filipino, and if we re-sign Pio Center, that's a good center depth. Oh, that's healthy. I think if the Canucks stay healthy, we could surprise a lot of people. But only if we can stay healthy. Who's full? Oh, I hated that sign. I hated that clear sign. I hated it. Manny Malhotra should have been the pick. I hated that. I don't think Adam. At first, I was like, oh, like maybe you never know, right? I didn't know much about. I knew he was an assistant coach. I didn't have a problem with him. But then after Manny Malhotra won the Abbotsford Canucks, they won the. I really upset. I was like, they should have won with him. He was in the system. He's from Canucks. He's a good coach. They should have won with him. Hughes? You never know. With Hughes, it's a 50-50. I think he wants to leave if the Canucks don't win. And I'm not going to blame him. I know it's going to be a hot take. I'd rather Hughes leave on his own than we trade him, bro. Because if we trade him, that means like we failed. I mean, both ways we failed, right? But if Hughes leaves, it's not on our terms. Like we couldn't decide that. But if Hughes, we trade him, then it's like, oh, like that was something we controlled. Like we had control over it, and we just failed. Next year, after this year, he's gonna be signing this. He has one more year left, no, on his contract. He does. He has one more year. Hughes. Where? New Jersey, man. He's going to New Jersey. Bro. We don't know, bro. He wants to go with his brothers. And it makes sense. I can't even blame him, bro. Like, that's the spot. Because if you're not going to win, you know, like, might as well be with their family, right? No. Jack Hughes is too good. No. There's no potential. There's no chance. And that's one thing I hate is, like, we never tanked. Like, especially for Hughes and all these guys. I wish we did tank. But we never did. And I blame the owners. You can blame the owners for that. But we never did. We always tried about making the playoffs, maybe. And, like, I agree. Winning is good. That mentality is good, right? You want to win. But then, like, look at Toronto Raptors. Never make, like, they always are mediocrity. Never get the highest pick, but they never get the. But they did win. They got lucky, though, with Kawhi and stuff. And I feel like that shows life as well, right? Where like sometimes you have a good roster, but sometimes you just Kawhi Leonard comes to your team. And I hope that happens with the Canucks. Mitch Marner, you never know with Mitch Marner. But he's not. He didn't want to stay in Canada. He wants to stay. He's not gonna stay. He's not gonna stay. But who knows, man? I mean, if we can get him, that's what we need. They're expensive. But he can be part of our core. I feel like he's the perfect player we need, but he's not gonna go. There's no chance. And so like, we have a great bottom six. We have honestly borderline elite bottom six, elite defense, and a borderline elite goalie if they stay healthy. So it really is just if they can stay healthy. But it really is just the top six. I feel like we just don't have elite players in the offense other than Pedersen. So then all the blame goes on Pedersen, but it's not his fault. Pedersen, I hope. I think his ceiling. This is a crazy take. This is super crazy. This is my own opinion. But I think genuinely he can be a 120-point player and a Selke winner. Like that type of level of player. But I don't see it anymore. I really don't see it anymore. I used to, but I don't see it anymore. I like with the Canucks, I've learned to manage my expectations because I don't know if we're like next year we're not winning the Stanley Cup. I can tell you that we're not winning the Stanley Cup. And like if you're not gonna win the Stanley Cup, what's the point then, right? And it's like so that, but then what? Do you want to tear it? We're too good to go in a rebuild, right? I hate the ideas of a rebuild. We have a great players. Quinn Hughes, Demko, Pedersen, these are great players. So I can understand why Alvin is having a hard time right now. It's a really difficult situation. But I don't know. I'm not too optimistic, but I'm not too pessimistic. We can make another playoff run, and I'm always gonna watch the game. I'm always gonna watch every game. But you know, like, will it happen? Will anything happen? I don't know. Final, like, and I don't. Even if we make the final, look at the Oilers, though, right? Like, and so sometimes I think like, if you make the final, but you get out, is that still a failure? Like, it's all about winning the Stanley Cup, right? Like Edmonton, would you call them a failure?
No. They came up back.
2 years of a failure.
Not
And I don't think they're making it next year. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. 3 years in a row? And even if they do make it, they're going to beat the Panthers? Do you think Panthers can be a dynasty? Yeah? I don't know. I don't see it. Yeah, he's winning Stanley Cups now. Not as a player though. But as a when did I get into hockey? When 20, I mean for a lot of Canucks fans, it was like 2011. 2011 was the year. For me, it was a game against Washington Capitals. It was in January, I think. I don't remember dates like that. But it was, actually I have that on my notes, what day it was. It was the first hockey game I ever watched. Give me a sec. Right here. First game I ever watched, 2011, January 14th. Against Washington versus Vancouver. That was the first game I ever watched. And Daniel Steen scored 2 goals in that game. And so that's why he became my favorite player. And the only reason, I was very young at this point, I was like, what, 5? So, not even 4.5, exactly. Super young, right? You barely know what's going on. But for me, like, they were blue. They were blue. And Daniel Steen, they kept showing him, right? Because he scored. So after that, I got obsessed. And you know how kids are, they get obsessed with things, right? They don't just they get obsessed. So I was obsessed with Daniel Steen and Canucks. And like if you come to my house, you'll see Daniel Steen's everywhere. I have Daniel Steen everywhere. I have his doll, I have his bobblehead. I went to his last game, retirement. Like a really important player for me. And so the Canucks are like a big deal for me. I was growing up and even now, like they're a very big deal. Soul man. And I feel like that's the beauty, right? Like you can look at every heartbreak and be like, you want memories? Which ones do I remember? Number 1 favorite? One good memory. My favorite memory, probably, I think these last playoffs, man. These last playoffs were amazing, man.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, these last playoffs were amazing. Even the 2020 run was great. Because like, okay, before those two runs, right? I was too young to really remember. And also we sucked. Like 2011 was the only run, but the year after that, we lost in the first round.
Yeah.
Then the year after that, we lost in the first. Like we never went past the first round. And so it's like I watched all the series, and I was like really hoping the Canucks, but they never did anything, right?
Yeah.
And so like Chicago, like against Calgary, we lost. San Jose, we got swept. And like the 8th seeded LA Kings, right? Like, can you believe it? But they won the Stanley Cup, so it's fine. But even then, right? So it's like now it's like, what do you even like 2020? I think this is the last one, and I'm really glad. Like, for what? The bubble?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. The bubble was not as good, but the bubble was hype. Because it was the first playoffs we made like in so long, and we were winning. Like, you know, if you look at the odds and stuff, we weren't supposed to win against Minnesota at all. No one was thinking we were going to win against Minnesota. We won against Minnesota. No one thought we would win against St. Louis. No one thought we would win against St. Louis. We won against St. Louis. Against Vegas, everyone saw us that, oh, we're going to lose. We were going to get swept, and we were going to get... and then we took them to Game 7. And Demko was amazing. He was the best.
Yeah.
And I feel like that playoff run, Demko was crazy. And this is why I think, like, if we're healthy, I genuinely think we can make the finals.
Yeah.
Even with this roster. It's us, like, the offense is not there. But we have great goaltending, great defense. And, like, worse offenses has made the finals before. But once we're in the finals, I don't think we're winning. I don't think there's any shot.
Denmark need to.
Lock in? Yeah. And we have Arta Seeloff. We have great pieces, but we just need that winger. We need, like, one more elite offensive talent who can create their own offense. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. And that's the thing where, like, there's literally no one. Who you want to trade for it? What do we trade? First round pick? What do you think is some pieces we could trade?
Tomorrow pick.
Tomorrow's pick? What pick do we have? 18? 13? 15?
Yeah.
We always get picked, bro. We always get the worst picks. In my opinion, 15th is the worst pick. Because you didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But you got the lowest. You got the lowest pick. 16?
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying, right? Same thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, we'll see who we pick. Because there's gonna be no, like, I wish we got a first overall. Did you hear about the Connor Bedard where we were like one pick away? Imagine if we had Bedard right now.
Yeah.
Different conversation. Everything would be a different conversation. He's from Vancouver too? Yeah. But he didn't come. So I don't know. I don't know. The future, I really don't know. I'm not too excited, which sucks, right? You always want to be excited.
Yeah.
I'm not that excited. Like, I don't see anything happening. And like, if next year sucks, I will say I'm not gonna be that upset. If next year ends up being another disaster, I won't be too upset.
Yeah.
I can manage that because then we can expect that, right? After seeing last year, like, it's something new head coach. There's so much. Rick Tocchet left. He was a great coach, so it's kind of like. But it worked. I mean, it was what we needed, I feel like. What we needed, though, Manny Malota. We really needed Manny Malota. We needed someone who can finesse and, like, understand how to... And Foote is not that guy. I really don't think Adam Foote is that guy. Exactly. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Who knows? He might surprise us. I don't know anything about Foote. I've never met the guy, right? I've never seen the locker rooms and stuff. And I think coaching is one of the hardest things for fans to judge. Because, like, with players, you can see how they play, right? You can see, like, but with coaches, like, you don't know how they coach. You don't know what they do, right? All you can see is the results. And, like, you can see what type of, like, strategies they use. Especially with Foote. He's never been the head coach, right? He's only been assistant.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I know the players respect him, though. Players respect him a lot. Quinn Hughes is really happy with that. So, Those are good signs. But I really think Manny Malhotra could have been a great coach. We'll see though. We'll see. If that could take that take can age terribly. Yeah, of course I know. They would be great. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. And they should be head coach together.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think they want to. They're just in development right now, right? Player development. But even then, it'll probably be like head and assistant, right? They probably would put two together.
Yeah.
I hope they. I don't know. I think they would be great. I think they're great coaches. Even if they're bad coaches, I feel like the city will still love them. And like even if they do a terrible job, no one's gonna care really. I feel like of course people will be mean and stuff, but like no one's gonna actually care. They're still legends.
Yeah.
Like, and like I love Daniels. If he can come back, I'd be more than happy, bro. And if he can win and they win a Stanley Cup as him as head coach, that'd be amazing. That'd be the dream.
Yeah.
But Luongo, Florida now he's stuck with. And he won 2 Stanley Cups with them.
Yeah.
Good for him though. Big up. Sam Bennett. Do you think Sam Bennett could come to the class? No chance.
No.
Which makes sense. We were winning cups.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the 84 games? Now it's 84 games with the new CBA. It's the same. I don't care too much.
Yeah.
More points.
More money.
More money. More games too. But like, I don't think it's crazy news. But look, 84, 82. The problem I'm gonna have is like, you're gonna look at hockey cards now, and like you're gonna look at points from before. Like it's not a big enough difference where you're gonna really be like, oh, this guy scored 130 now, but he didn't score 130 last season, so those 2 games made a difference. Like 2 games don't make that big of a difference, but they still make a little difference. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I mean, what else? There's other topics I wanted to talk about. 84 game season was one of them, for sure. No, yeah, that's pretty much all. I think I covered most of it. Where like we have a great defense, elite. I generally think we have one of the best defenses in the league, and just off that, we can go pretty far.
Yeah.
And deep, like I feel like an elite offense is great, but I feel like an elite defense is more of a need. Like a better defense,
Yeah.
I'd rather have a better defense than a better offense.
Yeah.
Because I think defense is more consistent. In the future? For the Olympics? I mean, I love the Olympics. I don't watch it. I don't follow them as much as the Canucks. But like the team's strong. We have so many great players. McDavid, McCarr. We have so many great players. Watching and having McDavid on your team is like a different experience. And like international play, hockey is becoming a bigger sport. And I feel like with the Four Nations tournament, that ended up being like a huge deal. Everyone was watching that. But like that McDavid goal was crazy. India. But even then we won. That goal was crazy. That last goal where he was on entire top shelf. Like it was great. Having McDavid on your team is unlike anything else. Who's gonna leave? McCarr? McDavid? Do you think he's gonna leave soon? But where is he gonna go? I hope. Like, he's literally what we need. If we can get him, we are a great team. I think if we have McDavid, we can win the Stanley Cup. But he's not gonna come here. I'd pay him so much more. I'd pay him 20 mil. I would pay him 20 mil. If I'm the Canucks, I'd make a way. I'd find a way. I mean, I don't think he's gonna ask for that much. 15 mil, I think he's gonna ask 16 mil, maybe 17 around there. Even if I ask 20, and he's like, yeah, I want to come to the Canucks, but I need 20 mil. I'm doing it. I'm trading pieces. I'm finding a way where I'm getting him to stay with us. Because we don't have that many bad contracts anymore, I don't think. Like, what's our worst contract now? On Mick Pedersen? Yeah, that is a bad contract. But like, if he plays like, if he plays great, yeah, and if he plays great, that contract, everyone will think it's worth it. And that contract was bad, but I get why the Canucks signed it. Like, he was great up to that point. Like, he was an elite player up to that point, and then they signed it, and then his knee and all that. Pedersen?
Yeah.
No. I think it's his knee. I don't think he'll leave. I mean, you never know, right? But you think? Yeah, he really wants to win. I don't know. I think, again, we don't know the guy, right? So, like, we'd be so wrong. But he could, I mean, if he wants to, I'm sure, like, if you're in the NHL, like, how you play matters so much to your mental health, I feel like. Like how you play is literally how good is your life right now. Because, you know, we talk about, like, oh, why are they complaining? They have millions of dollars, their life is good, like, no problems. But their problems aren't our problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going through the same thing I'm going through. Their biggest problem is, oh, am I a good player? So if they suck, and, like, the whole fan base is turning on them, that sucks your mental, like, that play sucks. You know what I'm saying? And I can empathize with that. And so I feel like he should invest in, I feel like in sports in general, mental health should be a bigger priority, because I feel like everyone in the league has talent. You don't make the NHL if you don't have talent. You know what I'm saying? You don't make that league if you don't have talent. But sometimes it's a mental thing, right? Sometimes it's a confidence thing. And I feel like Pedersen, that is the case. Yeah, and like conflict management and all these things. Like, I feel like they can be better managed with. I mean, I heard they had outside help for their management, and it just didn't help. It really didn't help. A locker room cancer?
Yeah.
He could be. He really could be easily. So I don't know why we did that. He's too much of a risk. And $5 million, like, I don't know why we made that trade. Let's hope it works out. But I looked at that too. I was kind of like, isn't he a locker room cancer? Like, why did we? Love it. Yeah, he could change. Kane, I don't know. What if he scores 30 goals for us and is a great second player with Pedersen? He potentially could be a great player with Pedersen, but he could also be a cancer. So.
No, I can't go.
McDavid.
Can't.
But I also think he could have changed because he was winning. Like, winning changes everything, right? I feel like if you're not winning, like, think about him on San Jose. He was a problem.
Yeah.
Right when he went to Edmonton, he was great again. Why? Because they were winning. Right when they stopped winning, like, when it comes to Canucks, what if we don't win? Yeah, he's good. I don't know these guys, right? That's why it's hard to speculate. He'll be happy to be here. Happy to raise his kids here. Yeah. John Oliver. Yeah, my cousins went to school with him.
Yeah.
Like, they know him and stuff. He's a, yeah. But he has an ego. Like, he is that type of guy where he's very, like. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, what else? I mean, I don't know. I like Jake DePrez. Filipino, all these guys. I think we have good players, but we don't have elite players. We have really good players, but we don't have any elite players.
Yeah. What?
On offense, only on offense. On defense, we have Hughes. Even Hronik sometimes has stretches where he looks elite. Defensive Pedersen's amazing too. I think he could be great moving forward. The defensive Elias Pedersen. He has so much potential. Victor Mancini has so much potential.
Yeah.
We have so much potential, I feel like, on defense. But it's just offense. Really. And what if Lekker ends up being a great player next year? I don't see it. It's a rookie season, right? I'm playing on.
Yeah.
Playing on. So.
What do you think of
The rule, that's amazing. You love to see it. You love to see that. That's what you live for, right? I mean, we're pretty young in hockey. Like, we didn't grow up watching Gretzky or anything like that, but we did grow up watching Ovechkin.
Yeah.
And like, we love watching it. Like, Ovechkin is one of my favorite players. You know, like for me, it's like outside of Canucks. Who was the players that I really like? Crosby, Ovechkin. You know, the Crosby, Ovechkin.
Oh my God.
So, even Crosby, I love Crosby. Like, I have nothing but respect for the guy. He is he reminds me of Lightning McQueen type of, like, just a legend, bro. Like, Crosby's a legend. But even Ovechkin, like, he's a legend. And like, he only won one Stanley Cup. People called him names his whole entire career. He didn't win. He wasn't a winner. But now, like, he's done it all. Like, I think he has a top 10, top 5, maybe even career. And like, I love that for him. And he deserves it. He's a funny guy. He made the league entertaining. So like, I'm really happy. I'm really happy that he broke it.
I never did.
Can break it?
Yeah.
No, not for a while. Maybe but not for a while. Maybe like the goals go up, but I don't know.
Maybe. My God,
But he has to try. I don't think McDavid cares though to win for goals. I think McDavid's the best goal scorer when he tries, but he doesn't. He cares more about passing. Matthews. You have to be so good for so long though. Like one injury. Like think about it. Ovechkin rarely missed games.
Yeah.
That's an underrated thing, but he never missed games. That's something he rarely missed games.
Yeah.
He had his seasons, right? But everyone does.
Yeah.
But he rarely missed seasons, and like he was a very, very like he's been very healthy, and like Wayne Gretzky's record is something like remember hockey cards? You'd look at Wayne Gretzky's goal score, you'd be like, yo, like that's so much more than anyone else's. And then now you look at it, and it's like Ovechkin topped that, which is crazy. But in the future, I don't see anyone. No, even Matthew. I mean, you never know though. But, 1,000 goals, you think? Another one? Who? McDavid or Matthews? Not with Toronto. I don't think with Toronto. I don't think a Canadian team is winning in a while, though. Edmonton was their best hope, but now I'm like, I lost hope in Edmonton too. No, Winnipeg. I think I'm the biggest hater on Winnipeg. I don't think Winnipeg is a good team. Everyone says every year, everyone's like, Winnipeg's such a great team. They're not a playoff team. Goalie, he chokes in the playoffs. He's the opposite of Demko. Do you like Winnipeg? I think Winnipeg's the most. I loved Winnipeg. When I was in like 2017, 2018, I thought Winnipeg had so much potential. Especially with that Patrick Laine. I loved Patrick Laine. But then they just kept losing. Like and everyone kept saying, "Oh, next year they can. Next year they can." But they kept losing. And this year, they had the highest seed. Everyone was like, "Yeah, they're winning this year."
Yeah.
Second round exit. So it's like, and they didn't even get out by Oilers. They got out by the Stars.
Yeah.
So it's like, Game 7 or Game 6 was it? Game 7? 6, exactly, right? So it's like, they're not a playoff team. Even we took the Oilers to Game 7. I think we did better in our season than the Winnipeg Jets did.
Do you think I do more?
Winning a Stanley Cup is hard. But I don't know. There's still. I mean, I think the Canadians are a better up and coming team. I think Canadians have more potential. But even then, like Stanley Cup potential, I don't know. Stanley Cups are hard to win. And like if you look at like teams who win, they usually win for like 2-3 years. Like I feel like how the league works is like you have 4 teams that are better than everyone else that are trying to win a Stanley Cup. Yeah, 4 teams. Panthers, Oilers, Hurricanes, Stars. Those are the 4 teams I think are better than anyone else. Stars I think are going to be the next team to win the Stanley Cup. In the next like few years, their team is built so well. I think they're going to win a Stanley Cup soon. Noah? They fired the goalie? No good? Yeah. Not a good. They follow the goal. Fire coach. The coach. Or did they? Yeah, I saw that. Who cares? They're still a good team. Even regardless coach or whatever, they're still a good team. But I think they'll be better. I think they'll be better because of that. Because he benched the goalie, yeah, last week. But like, even that was kind of dumb. That wasn't kind of dumb.
Yeah.
But they weren't going to win. I don't think they were going to win anyway.
Yeah.
They're a bad... And as long as the Oilers are dominant, they're a bad matchup against the Oilers.
Yeah.
Like, the only way I see the Stars making it to the finals is if you have, like, the Canucks. Or some team in the Pacific Division good enough to beat the Oilers. Maybe Vegas. But even Vegas, I don't think. LA? No. 3 years in a row. I'd hate it. 4 years in a row. 4 years in a row. I'd hate if next year they play again, I'd be so sad. I'm like, oh, fuck. If I'm an LA fan, I'd rather be a Canucks fan than an LA fan. Because the same team for 4 years is crazy. First round every time, too. Like, at least we made it to second round, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least we won something. They haven't won anything. So I feel like people overestimate. Oh, that was way back. 2013, 2012? Or 2014, 2012? That was a good... I'm just talking about right now. Like that, yeah, of course, but... Even I'm just talking about right now, like... And even that team, they were a very defensive team. And like, who was their elite player? Anze Kopitar. After that, who was an elite offensive player they had? They just had really good players. So... Canucks can be a sneaky team. They had an elite goalie. Similar with the Canucks, right? Like, they had an elite defense, they had an elite goalie, and they had Kopitar, who was an elite two-way player. I think Pedersen plays like Kopitar. So, if there's any potential I have for the Canucks too, if they can win like the LA Kings, but... Did Foot play for the Kings? No, right? He never played. But even then, like, I don't see, like the Canucks are a good team next year. They're going to surprise a lot of people if they stay healthy, only if they stay healthy. But Stanley Cup is crazy. Stanley Cup is crazy. The Stanley Cup? If they do win the Stanley Cup, I'm going to be so happy.
I'm going to come over.
You're gonna come over? Of course. We're gonna have the biggest party then. Biggest party. I have to touch the Stanley Cup once, at least once. Everyone. That just go crazy. Yeah, I agree. Okay. Anything else? Is there anything wrapping up? Anything, closing remarks? We'll see. It's an unlucky franchise, man. It's unlucky, but we never know. Maybe next year, maybe 10 years, maybe never. In your lifetime, do you think they'll win? Yeah? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe. If they do win the Stanley Cup, I'll be crazy. I'll be so crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't expect it though. Even in my lifetime, I don't expect it. Yeah. I had a dream the other night about them making the finals. They lost to the Panthers. I genuinely think next year there's a chance. Here's my 3 possibilities of next season. Here's what I think. There's the 3 things that can happen next season. One thing that happen, we miss the playoffs. We miss the playoffs, but we're mediocre. So we don't tank. We're just good. Like same thing as this season. A repeat. That can't happen. That's boring though. I don't want that to happen. If that happens though, Quinn Hughes is leaving. Everyone's leaving. Like we're restarting. Everyone's leaving. The team doesn't work then. Then we know this core doesn't work. Second option, I think, we make the playoffs and we go to the finals or something. But I don't see us winning the cup. I feel like we'll lose to Panthers or something. We'll lose. Yeah. Yeah, Demko? All of us? The Panthers? Who cares? Who cares? You're gonna want to win the Stanley Cup. I feel like adrenaline, man. You're gonna want to win the Stanley Cup. Injury, yeah, they could get injuries, but they're a deep team. They're really deep. So, and that matters more now than elite like players. So, and we're a deep team too. That's why I think we have a good, but we just don't have any elite player. That's the problem. We don't have other than Who? On offense. Pedersen. And even Pedersen is not like. Besser was good, but he wasn't elite. He was really, really good though. But yeah. So we'll see. Demko will sign? I hope he does. I really like him. How many years? I don't know. Maybe 2. I would like to do short term. Just because of his injury history. And I feel like for him, he wants to do short term as well. Or do you think he wants to do long term? Vancouver? Then we'll see. But it's just a money thing, right? It's just a money thing. It's a money. I think right now 5 mil, 6 mil. You can't give him too much of a contract because he's just too injury prone. What's the point? He's gonna come back to Vancouver? Have we ever had anyone come to Vancouver like that? Who's the biggest free agency signing we've had? DeBrusque. like we've had that big of a. I hope. I mean, maybe Sam Bennett. He's from Vancouver, I'm pretty sure. So you never know. I hope. I'm pretty sure he is. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he is from Vancouver. Is he? He's from Canada. I know that, but I don't know. I think he is. I gotta fact check these. Makar and I'm saying too many people are from. I'm sure he's from Vancouver though. Sam Bennett's from Vancouver. I'm pretty sure he is. I'm pretty sure he is. And like I never know though. But I don't think he's gonna go. I don't think he wants to. He's winning his Stanley Cups. Why would you want to leave? I don't think Nice thing. Okay, what are your closing remarks? What do you want to say for? I agree. He can't play too much. He can't play too much. But again, I want him to win a Vezina, bro. I really want him to win a Vezina. I think he has that ability. But again, it's selfish. I think he should play 45 games. Not too much. Not too much. And like, if you injure him, maybe even 40. I think he should play less. 40. Maybe even 30. Maybe 40. I think he should play 40. I think he should play 35. Lankinen should play 20. And Lankinen should play. Seelov should play 20. And Lankinen should play the rest. Lankinen should play the most games, I think. He's because regular season matters, of course. Demko should only play if we're not making the playoffs. If we're not making the playoffs, then yeah, get Demko in there. But if we're like, okay, team, we're good, we're winning games, we're in the playoff position, keep Lankin in. End of the season, put Demko in to get him trained and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the season, we'll see how the regular season is. But his health is really important, right? And that's why I think we need all three goalies. We can't have.
Yeah.
We need all three. Yeah. We need him, man. Game one, but they want to start him right away. That's good. For the fans. Then after, yeah. I agree. Let him sit, rest. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, I agree. Unless we're losing games. If we're losing games, then put him back in. We need to win the games. You want to make the playoffs? Unless you're trying to tank. But I see even this season, even if we're mediocre this season, even if we are mediocre this season, I'd rather that. Because then after the season, we can tank. But I don't want to tank this season. A lot of fans are like, oh, we should just start tanking now. Give it one season. Because if you're going to tank, what's the rush to tank then, right? What's the rush? If you're going to tank, it's going to take 5 years, 6 years. It could take even longer. We look at how long it took Ottawa to make the playoffs. San Jose, Anaheim. It takes so long to rebuild, right? And that's the thing with Canucks fans I hate. Like, they always love complaining. They always want to complain. And it's like they don't think rationally sometimes. They just want to complain. But like sometimes you have to look at it and like the situation I'll be in, very tough. So every move he makes, I look at it and I'm like, I'll empathize with it. Because it's like, what are you supposed to do? Your team's not good enough to win the Stanley Cup, but your team's not. You don't want to, it's not bad enough to rebuild. And it's like, you're in purgatory, but not purgatory either, but you're just not. At least they have their picks though. At least they have their picks. That's important. Okay, I feel like that was great. It was a great podcast. It was great seeing you, man. No, we got it. We got to hit him with that. It was great seeing you, man. It was great seeing you, man. One hour special.
I'm ready to find more good fun.
Alright, good for him, man.
I know.